Um, there's a kind of a reference that goes around with creatives where if you come from a small town, and we were talking about it earlier, lots of people leave that small town to go to a big city because that's where the money is, that's where the activity is. Was that the same in your case, do you think?
Ooh, I feel that's a bit shady. In my case, it probably hurts the person I was 2 years ago to admit it, but yes, yes, yes. So I think I mentioned earlier I have moved to London from Leeds. And why did I move? I kind of just, to be honest, a lot of it was just being isolated. So when everything got locked down, I had my own place in Leeds, not in London because I can't afford it. Love shared house, but in Leeds I lived on my own, had my own flat, and so kind of being locked down like by yourself, it was just insane. Looking at my white walls and watering my plants. And so when things looked like they were starting to open, I just kind of thought, I just felt like I just wanted something new, to be honest. Like walking down Briggate, like the high street I mentioned earlier where I used to busk, it just wasn't the same anymore. It wasn't satisfying. I wasn't inspired. And so I started to look at what were my other skill sets. Like how could I move out of London, out of Leeds, and I thought the best way to do that would be to get a full-time job. I was scared as hell to try and move to London and survive on poetry. Oh no, 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 no! I was really scared. So I just, yeah, I kind of thought, what skills do I have and how will I do it? And I wrote a piece on my own event and kind of the culture in Leeds, the Sunday practice. So my degree was audiences, engagement and participation. So I used myself and my own work a lot through my whole degree as the case study. Being an independent artist, being a female artist, being a black artist, like I literally just studied myself. But through that, I came to recognize all of these other hats that I wear as an artist, and I realized, oh, I can go into a creative role. I'm definitely not a 9 to 5 babe. That will never ever happen. But I was like, there's definitely other creative roles that I can get into, so I can move away. So it really wasn't about making more money per se. It was just about what I thought was maybe like some type of evolution of self at that time and kind of leaving behind the residue of what was that weird era in life. But in saying that, it's definitely the move and the work I'm doing has definitely continued to inspire the person I am as a poet. It's it. I'm always so shocked when my colleagues find out that I am a poet, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so amazing! Like you actually do something other than be in this office." And I'm like, "Yeah, babe, don't you?" Like I just thought everyone has something that
Passion.
a passion. Oh my god, it's gone on YouTube. Hi, colleagues. So but it's following on from my degree, I'm having really kind of meaningful conversations with my colleagues at work, especially like some of the directors of the company, because they want to know, especially post pandemic. I guess lots of organizations are thinking about culture and engaging new audiences, and again using myself as the case study and selling it to my bosses like, babe, why are there not people that look like me in this institution? This is how I evolved my project back in Leeds. It's been going for nearly 10 years. You know, it's not, if I can do it, you've got all this Arts Council funding, you can do it too. And they're kind of taking me seriously. So
That's good. That's good.
it's been an interesting move and I'm glad I did it, except all my money goes on rent. Yeah. Yeah, but I understand why people move away.
Yeah.
I remember it was weird to watch myself in that film, but like I'll always come back to Chapeltown, I'll always come back to Leeds. And to be honest, I feel that way. I can't see myself going back to Leeds anytime soon. I only moved out a year ago. But Leeds is really it really is my home. And I have like elders, people that I really admire in Leeds, practitioners and artists, be like, you know, make sure you like bring it all back with you. And so that kind of is my mission. Like, what can I take away from the experiences I'm having now and kind of bring it back home in the future?